lineout is a set piece consisting of a line of at least 2 players from each team awaiting receive a throw-in from touch. As match officials, it gives us a number of technical and safety challenges. We often concentrate heavily on the scrum, whilst the lineout sometimes takes a back seat. But with many more lineouts per game than scrums, it's important to look at this area of the game and how we can set up a safe and fair contest for both teams. The key to a good lineout is to ensure we have a good gap. If we have this, we have a fair contest with space to move and avoid collisions and a clear area to compete for the ball in the air. To manage the gap, you can make a mark for both attack and defence to stand on, and by setting the gap 1 metre wide, you are in control of it. If the gap is too big or too small, it can lead to dangerous or foul play, which goes against our cell principles. For games where there is no lifting or the lift is uncontested, a 1 metre gap should still be encouraged to give players space to compete legally. For the game, you can find out who the lineout caller is and get them to tell you or the opposition about the numbers they're going to have in the lineout. This leads to a quicker and more dynamic restart. Another couple of things to consider. Make sure that there is only one receiver and that this player is always 2 metres from their players in the lineout. Secondly, ensure that there is a defending player in the 5 metre channel, which is sometimes known as the hooker position. They should be 2 metres away from the front player in their lineout and 2 metres from the 5 metre line. Next comes the contest, which is very important for contested lineouts, as this may lead to situations which are not safe. You want to see players going for the ball. That means no pulling on arms, no bumping in the air or touching lifters on the ground. You also want to see the lifted players going up and down, not across the lineout or being thrown across the gap. This can be unsafe for players on both sides and should be sanctioned accordingly if it has a material impact on the restart. If you're refereeing games without contested lineouts but players being lifted, it is paramount you protect the players in the air from any interference by players on the ground. As soon as the player wins the ball, you want to see them come straight to the ground or pass the ball down to their receiver. Always remember to try and vary your positioning throughout the game so that you can see as much of the lineout as possible. Varying your position also keeps the players on their toes, so whether you're at the front or the back, make sure you're in a spot where you can manage a safe and fair contest for both teams. The Big 5 Guide makes you a part of the exciting game of rugby union. World Rugby's on-field priorities encourages a safe and fast contest. Stay on top of your game and check out the Big 5 Guide.